He cheated for me then on me. So, I 19F met this guy through a high school friend. We went to the same college but she lived in the dorms and I lived at home. She would invite me to visit her dorms. I met her friends. I got along with everyone great but this one guy caught my eye right when I met him. We got along great, had the same sense of humor and interests, but we always hung out in group settings so nothing happened right away. And then, in passing conversation I heard that this guy had a long-distance girlfriend. It crushed me a little bit, but I decided it is what it is. And I didn't want to pursue this guy. I have cheated before and promised myself I'd never do anything like that again. That was the plan until my friend from high school threw a party. There was lots of liquor and weed, so you know how it is. Everyone was having fun definitely, but we all got very wasted. Eventually the night winded down and he asked me if we wanted to share a bed. I agreed because sleeping space was limited and I was grateful I wasn't on the floor, but at the same time of course I was freaking out. One thing led to another and we slept together. It was a very emotional ordeal after that. For the sake of getting to the point I'll keep it shorter, haha. Basically, after another month of occasional hooking up, he asked me to be official with him. I was hesitant. He asked me before and we had conversations about my relationship problems, so he knew all my insecurities and all. He promised we'd work on them together and learn. I took these words at face value clearly because he showed me he was full of shit, but I said yes in a fuck it why not kind of way. I was already pretty down on myself at this point and didn't practice self-respect. I knew this guy was most likely bad news. He already cheated on his GF for me. What kind of relationship could we build from that point? I didn't care. I was coasting on my intimacy addiction. About a week after he asked me, he texted me and told me he had hooked up with a friend of ours. He said, wanted to make sure that was okay, since our agreement and all I could say was agreement. The only thing like that we had discussed was potentially inviting another friend of ours into a three-way, since we were both attracted to her, but I admitted that idea made me very anxious and we agreed to put that idea on the back burner. Basically this guy maybe accidentally cheated on me because of flawed communication, but I also knew this dude had manipulative ways and I saw them before in many social aspects. It took me a few days after he told me but I broke up with him. I had talked to friends about it and they said I had to drop him before I allowed this to hurt me anymore. Cause this whole ordeal with this guy put me in a pretty shitty spot with my self-esteem. I started SHing after we slept together, the first to blame me relapsing on him of course. But the whole circumstance, my regular overbearing depression put me in a very low spot. Basically this guy now is seeing the girl he cheated on me with. At least that's what it looks like, from their Insta stories. I had to unfollow both of them because it just made me too sad and mad to see. I recently learned from a mutual friend of ours that he had told the girl that me and him were in an open relationship, so that's how they ended up hooking up. That bewildered me because it's a flat-out lie. We had never agreed to anything like that. So I know now I really should have never given this guy a chance and that his streaks of lying are probably going to just continue. So my question is, should I tell this girl that he cheated? I don't even know if she knows because he's going around telling people we broke up because of distance in school. Is this just unhealthy rumination, and I should move on? Or should I be the hey girl chick and tell her what happened?